This is Live at Lunch on KRFC 88.9 FM. My name's Ben, and I'm your host. We broadcast from the Ginger Baker Studio in the heart of the Music District in Fort Collins, Colorado. We're also streaming worldwide on krfcfm.org. If you like podcasts, you're in luck. You can get Live at Lunch as a podcast, too. And we're also on YouTube with KRFC's RadioVision channel. Live at Lunch is sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. Our musical guest today is Heart Tribe. They are a Fort Collins-based indie folk collective with a passion for compassion. Please welcome Heart Tribe.
Let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Get rid of the useless thoughts spinning round in the mind. Stop wasting all your time. Love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash it over your mind, one thought at a time, time. Here's the thing, we've been doing this dance over and over so many times, it's getting older. Letting our imperfections get under our skin instead of forgiveness. We're giving guilt trips. Why? When you know I'd do anything for you. Till the end of time I'll still be loving you. We need to let love live in us and through. There's only one thing to do. Let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Get rid of the useless thoughts spinning round in the mind. Stop wasting all your time. Let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash it over your mind, one thought at a time, time. I don't really know where I'm going. I only know where I've been. Even though the river ain't flowing, I know the tide will turn again. Wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Get rid of the useless thoughts spinning round in the mind. Stop wasting all your time. Let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash over, let love wash over your mind, one thought at a time. Let love wash it over your mind, one thought at a time, time. their mood? Do they know that I am listening? Do they understand my songs? Or at least my intention? Have they felt them all along? This human intervention. They speak in foreign languages. Can I comprehend when I try to talk to them? Our voices seem to blend. Our voices seem to blend. Of the earth, we sing a world of choruses, take new shape with each rebirth, still communicate through voices. Wind sails through the trees, cries of whales and dolphins, the busy buzzing bees, the universal language. Speak in foreign languages. Can I comprehend when I try to talk to them? Our voices seem to blend. Our voices seem to blend. Rock and roll in a rock opera. Crickets chirping chorus in the mantra. Birds gospel choir, praise celebration. Want to know who's holding the conductor baton? Rocks, rock and roll in a rock opera. Crickets chirping chorus in the mantra. Birds gospel choir, praise celebration. Want to know who's holding the conductor baton? They speak in foreign languages. I cannot comprehend when I try to talk to them. Our voices seem to blend. Our voices seem to blend. They speak in foreign languages. I cannot comprehend when I try to talk to them. Our voices seem to blend. Our voices seem to blend.
That's Heart Tribe playing live for us today. Stephanie, why don't you introduce the band?
Okay, well, we're Heart Tribe. We've got Jester over here on lead guitar, Jester Goldman. We've got Simone Cabrera on percussion, Destin Muller on the bass guitar, and Sarah Melby on the flute. And I'm Stephanie Hart-Powers playing the rhythm guitar and vocals.
Thank you. And thanks for being here anyway.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Hey, so I know you guys formed in 2017, which is a few years ago. And can you tell us about how the band came together?
Yeah, well, actually, I was kind of at this like midlife point in my life where I was questioning what else I wanted to accomplish in life that I would regret having not done. And so at that point, I realized that music was something I'd always wanted to take more seriously. And I wasn't in a band at that point. So I thought, I'm going to start a band. I'm going to put out a Craigslist ad. Back when Craigslist was still like, is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. But Craigslist at that time found Sarah Melby on the flute for me in 2017, and our other OG Heart Tribe member, Nate, who is moved away since. But funny story is that Sarah came for a couple of years, and then she left. We had COVID things that happened. She moved away. She's got an awesome story to tell you. And then when we came back after COVID is when we kind of found the rest of our members of the band. But Sarah, what were you doing in those lost years when you left Heart Tribe?
Pre-pandemic. It was hard. It was hard to leave, but like you know, music has always been a calling, and but also travel had been a calling. So I had an opportunity to travel abroad to the country of Nepal, and it was incredible. And I was able to play with a number of Nepali musicians and Hindustani music and raga style music, and just sit and jam just like we do with Heart Tribe. And it was just filled with so much love and joy and compassion, and just an incredible experience. And I, during that time, I knew, like Steph, knew that music was so important to all of us and to those of us who are musicians. And I would aim to meet Nepal's most famous flute maker, and his name is Buddha Lama, and I bought a couple of his instruments. And he told me this story that he said, never leave home without your instrument. Never travel without your instrument. Thankfully, okay, so flute is light and easy, right? But it saved his life. He was put in jail, and he basically had to prove that he played flute. And he got out of jail and then went on to perform and make musical instruments for the world to enjoy. So, and then I came back, and then Steph and I
She came back and said, can I rejoin the band? I was like,
I missed you.
Of course. But the rest of us, I think, we found really from just like doing one of my favorite things that I love to do, which is having campfire jams in my backyard. And people came over and hung out. I think that's kind of how y'all ended up in the band too. That's the short version.
No more Craigslist ads?
No, I did not do any more Craigslist ads.
And so on your website, you're called Heart Tribe, and you have this, passion for compassion, and the messages in your song are always uplifting. And did that just, organically form during these jam sessions that you found that you all liked to focus on those types of songs, or was that something that you set right from the start?
I think for me, it's more of a personal calling. My songs are like my messages to myself. And so that's, a lot of them are like written in my journal, and then I end up rhyming things, and I'm like, oh, that would make a cool song. And they just kind of turn into songs. Uh-huh. It's not that I haven't written other songs that aren't uplifting, but I don't use those in our Heart Tribe performances. But, we all have all of the emotions inside of us, but what I am called to do is share and try to uplift people through the messages of love and bringing people together and connecting through music. I think that that's one of the best ways that I can share what I have to offer the world. It's one of the gifts that I have, and I want to share it. So I feel called to share the music in that way.
So then I guess, as you maybe mentioned, that there's some songs that you leave on the page. You don't bring to the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those will be on the B-sides. I don't know. Those haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
I've played some for a few of y'all, but yeah, they don't feel like they fit in.
Did you play in bands before Heart Tribe?
Oh, definitely, But this is the first band that I've been like, these are my songs.
Yeah. Like
other projects, music projects and things were, other people's stuff or covers or things like that. And when I got to that point where I said, hey, I need to do something with my music. And I got Sarah and Nate together. It was like, well, I have some songs. Do you guys want to hear them? And really, that's just how it went. It was like no one else had songs. So I said, well, I'll play mine as long as people like it. And we've really just had nothing but amazing, I want to say results, but not results, but like people response. Thank you. Yeah. Where people will come up after our shows in tears saying how much we have touched them. And for me, that's why I'm doing it. And that makes it all worthwhile to know that I've touched somebody else and maybe helped them in their life. And that makes me feel like I have a purpose, that my music is purposeful. And so we're on a mission. Heart Tribe is music with a mission.
So those first 2 songs you played was Let Love Wash, and what was the other one?
And the other one is Creatures. So I lived in Hawaii for a few years, and that one just came out one morning. I would hear all of the sounds of all the different birds and things. In fact, the peacocks were very loud. You could not avoid hearing them. We even thought they were like small children screaming in the distance. But one morning I woke up and Creatures just came out of me. So that one was written in Hawaii.
All right. Well, what else do you want to play for us?
Okay. The next song we got, the next couple songs, the next one is called The Change. That one was written during COVID. There was a lot of transition and change for a lot of people. And it was about letting go, just learning to let go and go with the flow, because the only constant is change. It's going to happen, so we might as well try to accept it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The curtain closes on another chapter. Despite the pain, I can still hear the laughter of lifetimes that lived out their songs that they sang. Crystals and sage help assist with the change. When did this all become okay? Though I've been trying for years to find a better way, this time I know there's nothing else left to hold. It's time to just let go. It's time to just let go. It's better now to be alone. Future calls like a lion in a cage. The injustice, the cries of rage. I can no longer be locked in this misery of my making. And remember, my own freedom is mine for the taking. So when you forget that you are loved, and you're filled with regret, my love, turn inward to great mystery. That's where your heart is truly free. this next song is called Becoming. It was also written in that same era of COVID and some personal transformation of my own. We're all in the process of becoming our greatest version of ourselves, hopefully. So I like to say we're in we are human becomings rather than human beings, and learning to love ourselves.
Standing, standing, so tall like the noble oak tree. I am falling, 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 down like the leaves, but I believe, believe. I am becoming me. I am becoming free. I am becoming who I'm meant to be. I am loving, loving, loving. I am receiving the love that I long for, because it is within me. I'm giving the love I need. Standing, 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 so tall like the noble oak tree. I am falling, 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 down like the leaves, but I believe.
So, Stephanie, you mentioned that some of those songs were written during COVID, and you also put out an EP in 2020, right? Kind of at the end of 2020?
Yes.
Are most of these songs from that EP?
The COVID ones were after that EP came out. Those ones were written prior to all that. So like these last 2 songs are going to be on the next EP, which we're about to start recording soon. And we did just put out a single called Be Here Now, which I believe we're playing next.
Okay.
Yes.
And so the new music that you're making is this in this group, whereas the EP was a different arrangement?
Well, like I said, Sarah was one of the OG Heart Tribe members, so she was on the first EP, but the rest of the gang was not. So we're excited to do some new recording and excited for the release that just came out a couple weeks ago.
All the streaming platforms, I gather?
Correct.
And what's the new EP going to be called?
You know, my son told me that. You might ask that question. We have not decided yet. So all you listeners out there, why don't you drop us a line and tell us what you think our new EP should be called?
To be determined. Huh?
To be determined.
TBD.
Yeah.
We'll just call it TBD.
So what was the process for recording this new EP compared to the last one? Like, because I know, like Jester, you're in other bands, and I know Simone plays in other bands. Any bands he can jump up on stage with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this the song that we've recorded already, we recorded with Tyler T in his studio, and that was a fun experience. The next one we're doing is going to be a little bit different because the next songs that we're recording for it are going to be a little bit different because we'll be recording those more in a group setting, more tight together as opposed to building tracks up, which is what we did on the first.
So more like a live style performance. Yeah.
Which I think suits the sound of what we do a little bit better, the energy of what we do.
Yeah. No, it's a cool lineup. I mean, you put an ad in Craigslist, and I was going to ask you, did you say for a flute player?
No.
Okay.
I randomly got a flute player.
All right. I thought that was interesting. That you'd say, you know what, this band, I'm going to do acoustic guitar and flute, and then we'll go from there. That turned out cool.
Thanks.
All right. Well, you've got a new EP coming out. Is that going to be out, what do you think, in 2025?
Yeah, definitely sometime in 2025.
All right. Name
We'll
to
let
be
you know.
determined.
Yes.
Send in your suggestions.
Yes, please send in your suggestions for sure.
All right. And this next song you said was Be Here Now.
Yes.
And it's already out.
That is the one we just released.
All right.
Be here now, present on this planet. We don't know how long we got. We could be gone in a minute. One brick at a time, we will start to rebuild it. So let compassion guide. Find your purpose, live it. Gotta accept one's path, even if you don't agree. Gotta respect their choice, even if I wouldn't choose that for me. 'Cause you don't know what someone else is really going through. So don't take their shoes just so you can walk a mile for you. 'Cause what you take from them, it's not yours to steal. What is meant to pass will be revealed if you let go, let love guide you on your way. No words to convey, the message is written on the hands when we pray. Hands when we pray. So take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color, we are in this united. We're one people together. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color, we are in this united. We're one people together on a mission. Disrupt the status quo system of malicious destruction. Time for deconstruction and break it down into pieces. The broken system, alchemic process. Transmute it, then return it to where it came from. Then rebuild it, our planet, from the love in which it originated. Originated, 'cause we are love, contained within flesh. It flows in and out, part that we flashed until our death. Do you remember? Did you forget? Do you remember? Or did you forget? Be here now, present on this planet. We don't know how long we got. We could be gone in a minute. One brick at a time, we will start to rebuild it. So let compassion guide. Find your purpose and live it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, be here now. So be here now. Be here now. The time is now. We need you now. So be here now. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color. We are in this united. We're one people together. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color. We are in this united. We're one people together. So be here now. Be here now. In this united, we're one people together. Be here now. Be here now. In this united, we're one people. Time is now. We need you now. So be here now. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color. We are in this united. We're one people together. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color. We are in this united. We're one people together. Take my hand, my sister, brother, no matter your skin color. We are in this united. We're one people together. So be here now.
This next song's called Headlights.
Headlights go flying by on this highway of my life. No one even stops to say hi, 'cause everyone is in such a hurry, try to get where they're going. Did they even enjoy the ride? When did we become so disconnected to each other, to the mother, trying to defy laws of nature? We one up on another like it's all a game, surprise to gain, a competition, putting yourself above the mission of why we came. I hope I live to see the day when we all work together for a purpose that is greater than ourselves. I hope I live to see the day we all work together for a purpose that is greater than ourselves. Than ourselves.
Stephanie, you mentioned earlier in the show that you keep a journal and that some of the songs come from the journal. Is that the case with those last two?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, okay. Headlights and The Change both were written in a hotel room while I was traveling during COVID. I couldn't sleep, and I just woke up in the morning and just came out. So
And just wrote those words.
I just wrote the words. I didn't even write the music.
Yeah.
And then later, it's like I put it to music. So often I'll just write words in a journal. Sometimes they rhyme, sometimes they don't. And then I'll take little pieces and say, oh, that could fit into a song. And then maybe I'm just jamming a riff or something and then get out my journal. I often put songs together like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it works so nicely with the flute, adds such perfect little melodies with the way you guys are all singing, and that last song, I'll Be Here Now, is a little anthemic, maybe.
Absolutely. That's what we say. Yeah. It's the anthem of our times. Even though it was written 8 years ago, prior to the last election, it's still just as fitting, I feel, today.
Right.
So that one was written a little while ago.
Okay. Well, I know you guys have other songs that you want to do, and before we move on to other songs, I want to make sure that I thank the Live at Lunch team. David Vacek is executive producer. Eric Delano is our lead videographer. We have Dan Perez on video today. Also, Greg Duras on audio. Colton Benning on audio, and Reed Goodwin on video. My name is Ben Dickinson. I'm your host today. We sure appreciate you tuning in. You've got a couple more songs you want to do?
Sure.
Yeah.
This next one's called Beautiful Human. It was a meeting of the souls. Each other become whole. Now we know we're not alone. Stayed up till the sun rose. In the sky, how we got there, no one knows. Learning what it's like to be free. We sang our heart songs, shared our heart songs, medicine untangled my confusion. I'm freeing myself from a life that was, to embrace what can be. When I get out of the way and allow what needs to come through. You're a beautiful human. You're a beautiful human. Outside and in, you're a beautiful human.
You're a beautiful human. You're a beautiful human. Outside and in, you're a beautiful human. You're a beautiful human. Outside and in, you're a beautiful human. That's right. You're a beautiful human.
Stephanie, I just wanted to give you a chance to let fans know how to best keep up with what Heart Tribe's doing as far as your new music and live shows. Do you have a website or somewhere else you'd like to send people?
Yeah. www.hearttribemusic.com is our website. And of course, you can find us on mainly Facebook and Instagram
Okay.
to see when we're playing next. We have a show coming up February. It's actually on Valentine's Day down in Loveland at what was formerly known as Black and Blues Music and Brews, but now it is called To the Fives. We would love our KRFC supporters to come on down and see us then.
All right. And also, members of the band play in other acts. Sarah, I know you mentioned you do something else as well.
Yeah, like all of us, I think we all have multiple projects, which is really fantastic, and it brings in this diverse sound to our group here. But yeah, I play with an ambient, jazzy, jammy group, a trio, and we're just getting started, so that's pretty exciting. But then also lots of folk and singer-songwriter accompaniment and classical background, etc., etc.
Fun. What about you, Destin?
I play in another band here in town called Rat Von Rat. We play all around Fort Collins and the front plain, or what is it? The front range. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, what kind of music is that?
It's like a post poppy punk kind of. We found some very interesting sound in other musicians in town that I feel like we fit in pretty well in that little niche category.
Cool.
So.
Do you have any shows coming up?
I do believe we have a show the 4th, January 4th at the Coast, and we also have a show the very next day down in Denver at the Larimer Lounge.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Simone? What are you up to these days?
Well, I play with different band here, local from Fort Collins. This is my main band, Heart Tribe, and sometimes I play with Jester, and he has a different project too. And I like to bring the Caribbean season, and the American music. I have fun, and I love to play here around the city.
All right. Chester, what about you?
Yeah, I've got another band called Eclectic Pickup. It started as a pickup band. Simone has played with me there. We also do mostly originals, mostly my songs, but they're not nearly as, not to say they're negative message, but it's not the same kind of thing that works as much for Heart Tribe.
Yeah.
But it's a good group of people, and I think our next thing is also on January 4th, To the Fives in Loveland. So we're at eclecticpickup.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for being here and sharing these tunes with us today. I want to remind listeners that if you go to KRFC's RadioVision channel on YouTube, you can subscribe and watch videos of today's performance, and also be reminded of new videos that come out and past ones as well. And thanks for tuning in.
This last song's called Rain Comes Down. It's a reminder that all the human emotions are okay. Sometimes we need reminders that that's part of the human experience, and that we can embrace all of it, knowing that one day the sun will shine again. So, here we go.
When the rain comes down, let it flow all around. Cleanse your anger and your fear and sink it down into the ground. Yeah, when the rain comes down, let it flow all around. Cleanse your anger and your fear and sink it down into the ground. Knowing one day the sun will shine again, drying up the land and the tears from your pain. One day the sun will shine again, drying up the land and the tears from your pain. seasons. All the big and little creatures don't question their existence, just doing what they do, following their divine purpose. So why is it so hard for us humans to figure out what we're doing? We've lost sight of our path with all our thinking and choosing. But I'm just being me, ain't trying to be somebody, but I ain't this body. One day I'll be set free. One day I'll be set free. Hey! Hey! But it's all the joys from one moment to the next, which adventure we are on, when to run and when to rest. So wherever you find yourself in this moment, it's exactly where you need to be. Once you stop fighting against it, you can finally be free. So make like a tree and just be. You don't need to do anything. Notice the feelings that rise up and watch them move through freely. Yeah, hey, 'cause I'm just being me, ain't trying to be somebody, but I ain't this body. One day I'll be set free. Yeah, they'll be set free. When the rain comes down, let it flow all around. Cleanse your anger and your fear and sink it down into the ground. Yeah, when the rain comes down, let it flow all around. Cleanse your anger and your fear and sink it down into the ground. Knowing one day the sun will shine again, drying up the land and the tears from your pain. One day the sun will shine again, drying up the land and the tears from your. Hey! Hey!
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.